Hello, this is Dr. Monica Vimoita and I welcome you all. So this is session number 18 on linear differential equations. So let us start our session. This session is a continuation of our previous session, right? So already we have seen how we have to write our PI whenever capital X is in the form of x raised to m, right? General form of linear differential equation is f dy equal to capital X. When this capital X is x raised to m, then how we have to solve, how we have to find our PI? PI is nothing but y, that is nothing but 1 upon f d of x. So f of d, that is f of d, how do we write? 1 plus or minus phi d form, right? So PI is nothing but y. Y is what? 1 upon f d of x. So when capital X is in form x raised to m, how do we write? So we have to express f of d in the form 1 plus or minus phi d form of x raised to m, right? So further, whichever formula, so this can be written as 1 plus or minus phi d whole inverse of x raised to m. So whichever appropriate, that we have to use. Suppose if it is 1 plus x whole inverse, what is the formula for this 1 plus x whole inverse? Whenever plus comes, it is alternate plus minus ascending power of x, right? What is the full form of this? 1 minus x plus x squared minus x cubed plus x raised to 4 and so on, right? And what is 1 minus x whole inverse? 1 minus x whole inverse is all plus ascending power of x. So 1 plus x square plus x cube and so on, right? So we have to expand this up to where? Based on the value of m, x power m. Suppose m is 1, we have to expand only up to d power 1. M is 2, x raised to 2, then d power 2. X raised to m is 3, so d power 3 and so on. So up to where we have to expand? Based on the value of m. X power 2, d power 2 only we have to expand. Why? Because d cube onwards it is going to be 0. Suppose x square, right? M is 2, so we have to expand only up to d square. Why? Because once differentiation of x square will be what? 2x. 2 times differentiation of this will be what? Again differentiation of 2x will be what? 2. Third differentiation, that is d cube of x square will be what? Differentiation of this is 0. Right? So whatever is the power of m, only up to there we have to expand our d. Right? So this is all for x raised to m. What is how we have to solve? Firstly, it is a non-homogeneous CF plus PI, CF usual method, and PI. PI is what? We have to express f of d in the form 1 plus or minus phi d. So based on whatever the formula, that is if it is plus, we have to use this formula, and if it is minus, we have to use this formula. Up to where we have to consider the expansion? Based on the value of m. Whatever is the value of m, up to there we have to expand, right? So let us continue our previous session. So already we have solved 3 examples. Now let us get into fourth one. The fourth numerical has been given as fourth one. Solve d cube plus 3d squared plus 2d of y equal to x squared. Equal to x squared. So the question has been given in this form. So as soon as we see this question, we understand firstly it is non-homogeneous. Complete solution is CF plus PI. Further, x power m, right? So this is nothing but case for x power m, that is algebraic equation. So we have to expand this x power m. What is m? 2. So d power 2 only we have to expand this, right? So as soon as we see, very easily we understand k is for x power m. So we have to expand up to d2 only, d square only, right? So let us start solving for this. Complementary function is, first let us consider auxiliary equation. Find the roots, write the CF. So auxiliary equation is, so d cube, f of d cube plus 3d squared plus 2d equal to 0. So what do we see here? D is common everywhere. So taking d outside, this can be written as d square plus 3d plus 2 equal to 0. So this happens to be a quadratic. What are the factors? Multiplication should give us 2. Addition should give us 3. What are the two factors? 2 into 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. So we can write as 2 into 1, 2 plus 1. So coefficient of d square is 1. So directly we can write d into d plus 1 and d plus 2 equal to 0. So what are the values of d? First, d equal to 0, minus 1, minus 2. Yes, let me repeat once again. You can write 0, minus 1, minus 2, or you can write minus 1, minus 2, 0. Based on that, your CF will be different, but all are same. All means same. So examiner will give marks for all the three, right? So complementary function is y equal to C1. E raised to 0x is 1. So if you want, you can write e raised to 0x or leave it like this. Plus C2 e raised to minus x plus C3 e raised to minus 2x. So this is our CF. Now let us find particular integral, that is PI. So PI equal to, what is f of d? 1 upon, so this can be written as this, d into this, d into d square plus 3d plus 2, right? So I can also write in this form, d cube plus 3d plus 2 form, right? Of, what is our RHS? X power 2, right? Already we know we have to express this in 1 plus or minus 5d form. How do we write that? Firstly, ascending power of d, and whatever is the constant that we have to take common, so that we can write in what form? 1 plus or minus 5d form. So let us write for this. So what I can take common? Firstly, ascending 2 plus 3d plus d square. Then taking 2 outside. So 1 upon d as it is. 1 by 2 as it is. So what I am left with? 1 plus, all plus. So directly I can write plus 3d plus d square whole by 2 of x square. So after writing this, just you have to check once whether it is right, because all calculation you are doing on this, just check down once again. So 2 right, 3d and d square, right? So this can be written as 1 by d outside as it is. What is this? 1 upon 1 plus 3d plus d square by 2. 1 plus 3d plus d square by 2 inverse. So 1 plus 3d plus d square by 2 whole inverse of x square, right? So already we know what is 1 plus x whole inverse 1 plus x. So ascending power of x plus minus. So how it is? 1 minus x plus x square minus x cube plus x raised to 4 and so on. But up to where you have to expand? D power 2 only, right? Because d cube onwards we are going to get as 0. So x power 2, d power 2 only we have to expand. So this can be written as 1 by d as it is. 1 plus x inverse 1 minus x is total this and it is containing d square. So let us write this 1 minus x 3d plus d square by 2 as it is. Next is what? Plus x square. X square means actually what? This is x 3d plus d square by 2 whole square. But we have to consider only up to d power 2 only. So what is the expansion of this a plus b whole square? A square plus 2ab plus b square. But all that will give how much? A square will give 3 3s are 9, b square by 4, 2ab, d power 3, b square, d power 4. So no need to consider that. Just what we are going to consider this. A square, 3s are 9, d square. 2ab will give d power 3. No need to consider. B square will give d raised to 4. So no need to consider that. What we will just write? 9d square plus 4. Right? 9d square by 4. Right? Again, values are there, but that is going to give 0. So no need to consider that. Right? Now simple calculation is there. Let us solve for this. So this can be written as same thing. Easy calculation it is. So it can be written as 1 by d outside as it is. So 1 minus 3d by 2 minus 3d by 2 minus d square by 2 plus 9 d square by 4 into x square. So what is this? LCM is 4. 2 2s are 4. So minus 2d square plus 9d square is 7d square by 4. So this can be written as 1 by d as it is. 1 minus 3d by 2 as it is. What is the value of this? 9d square minus 2d square plus 7d square by 4 of x square. So now let us simplify this. 1 into x square is x square. What is the meaning of this? Minus 3 by 2 differentiation of x square plus 7 by 4 2 times differentiation of x square. Right? So what is differentiation of x square? 2x. Again differentiation 2. So this can be written as 1 by d as it is. 1 minus 3 by 2 as it is. What is differentiation of x square? 2x plus 7 by 4 as it is. What is 2 times differentiation of x square? 2x then 2. So again this 2 cancel. 2 1s are 2 2s are. So 7 by 2. Now what is the meaning of 1 by d? D stands for differentiation. 1 by d stands for integration. D stands for differentiation. D square stands for 2 times differentiation. 1 by d stands for integration. 1 by d square stands for 2 times integration. Right? So now let us solve this. 1 by d means integration of all this. So equal to integration of what? 1 minus x minus 3x. 1 minus 3x plus 7 by 2 with respect to x. So this gives what is integration of 1 dx? X. What is integration of x? X square by 2. Integration of x raised to n is what? X raised to n plus 1 by n plus 1. So x is x square by 2. And what about this? Yes, 1 into x square is x square. X square. So what is this? X cube by 3. And what is this? 1 dx is plus 7 by 2 x. So this is our pi. So pi we have got, CF we have got. Complete solution is y equal to CF plus pi. Again we have to write y equal to total CF plus our pi, particular integral. Right? So this was our question number 4. Now let us solve 2 more examples. Now let us see little higher level examples. Now the question number 5 has been given as solve d cube plus d of y equal to cos t plus t squared plus 3. So firstly, as soon as we say understand non-homogeneous, further what do we understand? It is combination of all. First is what? Cos ax form, cos t form. Firstly, it is given in the form of t, right? So earlier problems it used to be given in the form of x. Now it has been given in the form of t, right? So solution when we are going to write, we must write in the form of t itself, right? So here y as function of t, the question has been given. So answers should also be in the form of y as a function of t itself, right? So this we should bear in mind. Now, so as soon as we see this, capital X is what? Combination of first is cos ax or cos at, right? Second is what? T power m or x power m. Third is what? 3 e raised to 0t. 3 can also be written as 3 e raised to 0t, right? So this is our given question. So as soon as we see, we understand firstly non-homogeneous, second combination of different cases. So this is case 3, that is cos ax form. So d square equal to minus a square minus 1. X raised to m form we have to write as 1 plus or minus phi d whole inverse of x raised to m. And what about here? Put d equal to a equal to 0, right? So this is regarding pi and CF already we know. So let us start solving for CF. So auxiliary equation is, so what we can write? D cube plus d equal to 0. So what do we observe here? D is common. So d into d square plus 1 equal to 0. So what does this give? D into d square plus 1 equal to 0. So d equal to plus or minus I. D equal to 0 plus or minus I. So what are the complementary function? CF is y equal to c1. If you want, you can write e raised to 0x or e raised to 0x is 1. So just c1 plus c2 cos x, b is 1 plus c3 sin x. So this is our CF. Now let us find our PI, right? So if you want, you can do right directly, or what we can do with this, we can consider as first part, second part, third part, and then total PI will be first part plus second part plus third part, right? Because in our book we do not have more space, so what we can do, this we can take as first part, second part and the third part, right? So let us solve PI now. PI equal to, what is this? 1 upon d. F of d shall I write like this? Both are same. So d into d square plus 1 of cos t. Yes, one more thing. We have to write as function of t. So here c1 cos t, c3 sin t, right? Now, what is this? Cos t plus t square plus 3, right? So this can be written as 1 upon d, d square plus 1 cos t plus 1 upon d, d square plus 1 t square plus 3 as it is d square plus 1 e raised to 0x. So this we will consider as first, this as second and this as third. So what we will do? First separately we will find, second separately we will find, third separately, and all add all the three. So first is what? First one. So PI equal to, for first what it is? 1 upon d square plus 1 cos t. So what is a value here? 1. So d square is minus 1 plus 1, denominator you are getting as 0. So what we are supposed to do? 1 by d as it is, multiply by x, differentiate the denominator, cos t as it is. Now whenever cos x form is there, either you can 2 times integrate you will get same answer. Or directly d square equal to minus a square we can put. So d into d square. D square is minus 1. So minus x by 2 cos t. So first one already we have got. Now let us do second one. So second, how it is given? 1 upon d square plus 1. 1 upon d square plus 1 of t raised to 2. So what form it is? X power m. We have to expand d up to d square only. So this can be written as 1 by d as it is. So 1 plus d square. 1 plus d square inverse. 1 upon 1 plus d square. Already it is written in 1 plus or minus 5d form of t square. So 1 upon d as it is. What is 1 plus x inverse? 1 minus x. X is d square. Plus x square. D raised to 4. But consider only up to d square only. So here itself we stop. Now let us multiply this. So this gives 1 upon d as it is. What is 1 into t square? T square minus 2 times differentiation of t square. Once is 2t, second is 2 minus 2. Right? So this can be written as 1 by d stands for integration. So what is our second one? Okay, I will write here. So what is that? What is second one? Second is nothing but, so for second part what do we get? Pi 1 upon the integration of t square is t cube by 3 minus 2t. Now let us do our third one. What is third one? 3 by d square plus 1. 3 by d square plus 1 of e raised to 0x. Right? So what we are supposed to do? Put d value as a value, that is nothing but 0. So this gives 3 by d as it is. Let us only put for this function. So what we will get? 1 upon 0 plus 1 is 1 e raised to 0x. What is the meaning of e raised to 0x? It is nothing but 1 or e raised to 0x. So 3. Now what is meaning of 1 by d? Integration of 1 dx. What is integration of 1? X itself. So third part we got as 3x. So total pi, therefore pi equal to, first is minus x cos t, minus, what is this? T, function of t, minus t cos t by 2. Next is plus t cube by 3 minus 2t e raised to 0t, right? Minus 2t plus 3t. So again further this can be written as minus t cos t by 2 plus t cube by 3 plus t, right? So pi is nothing but, so descending order we will write t cube by 3 minus t cos t by 2 plus t. So this is nothing but our complete pi. Now complete solution is y equal to CF plus pi. Again we have to write CF plus pi, right? So this is the same like earlier one. Just what is the difference? Here they have given combination, that is cos x form, x raised to m form, e raised to x form, right? And further what they have done? They have given in the form of y as a function of t. So we have to write our answer as y as a function of t itself, right? So this is the change in this example. Now let us solve one more last example so that the concept will be more clear. So the sixth question has been asked as solve d square plus d minus 2 of y equal to x plus e raised to minus 2x. Right? Again, as soon as we see this question, we understand firstly non-homogeneous. Further, first is x power m, that is algebraic. It is just x raised to 1. So we have to expand only up to d only. So this is x raised to m form. Right? And what is second form? E raised to ax form. Right? So as soon as we see, we understand non-homogeneous. Further, this is case 4 x raised to m form, and this is case 2 e power ax form. Right? So let us get started to solve this numerical. So firstly, auxiliary equation is d square plus d minus 2 equal to 0. So how we have to solve this? Quadratic multiplication minus 2 and addition 1. So what are the two factors? 2 minus 1. 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. 2 minus 1 is plus 1. So coefficient of d square is 1. So I can write d minus 1 d plus 2 equal to 0. So what is the value of d? 1 minus 2. So complementary function is y equal to c1 e raised to x plus c2 e raised to minus 2x. Now let us find pi. So either you can do in straight way, or what we can do, this we can consider as first part and that we can do as second part, and further we can add both the things. Right? So pi is nothing but 1 upon, what is f of d? D square plus d minus 2 of what it is? X plus e raised to minus 2x. So this can be written as 1 upon d square plus d minus 2 of x plus 1 upon d square plus d minus 2 of e raised to minus 2x. So let us consider this as the first, this as our second. Right? So let us find 1 and 2. So firstly we will solve first one. So what is that? 1 upon d square plus d minus 2 of x. So this can be written as, so ascending power of d. So minus 2 we can take common. So what I am left with? 1. So it is plus, so minus. Again I can write as d plus d square by 2 of x. Right? So only this is adjustment step. How we are adjusting? Just constant we are taking it outside, and this should be totally same. Right? So what is this? Yes, minus 2 plus d, minus minus plus 2 to cancel, plus d, minus minus plus, plus minus, plus plus plus. Right? So both are same. So this is minus 1 by 2, and what is this? 1 minus x inverse of x. So now we have to expand this only up to x power. 1 is there, m is 1, so d only. Right? So this is nothing but minus 1 by 2 as it is. What is 1 minus x whole inverse? 1 plus x. Plus x is d by 2 plus d square by 2. But no need to consider that. Why? Because only up to d we have to consider. Plus dash dash. But we stop here. Why? Because all those values are nothing but 0. So this gives minus 1 by 2 as it is. Now, what is this? 1 into x? X plus 1 by 2 as it is. What is differentiation of x? 1. So, this is our first one. Minus 1 by 2, x plus 1 by 2. Now, let us find second one. So the second one is nothing but 1 upon d squared plus d minus 2 of e raised to minus 2x. Right? So what is the meaning of this? Directly wherever d is there, we put the value of a. That is nothing but minus 2 itself. So what do we get? Minus 2 square. 4 minus 2 minus 2. Yes, what we are getting? Denominator we are getting as 0. Minus 2 square is 4. Minus 2 minus 2. 4 minus 4 is we are getting 0. So what we have to do? Multiply numerator with x. Differentiate the denominator 2d plus 1 of e raised to minus 2x. Now, what answer we are getting? X as it is. 2 into minus 2 plus 1 e raised to minus 2x. So, second one what we are getting? X e raised to minus 2x as it is. What is 2 minus 2? Minus 4 plus 1. Minus 3. So, we can write this way. So, complete PI. Therefore, PI is 1 plus 2. 1 is minus 1 by 2 x plus 1 by 2. Next is second minus x e raised to minus 2x by 3. So this is nothing but our PI. Complete solution is y equal to CF plus PI. So again we have to write our CF and again we have to write our PI. So this was all for today's session, and with this today we complete our case 4, that is whenever it is given in the form x raised to m, that is algebraic equations. So I hope everybody has followed the things, and thank you for your patience. Have a good day. Good day.